That morning, social media erupted. From Twitter to Instagram, only one name dominated the feeds: Sam Heughan. The Outlander star had announced an emergency press conference in London, leaving everyone asking the same question: why? For months, rumors had swirled around him, whispers of a secret romance with his co-star Katrina Balfe, the woman with whom he created one of television's most enduring love stories, Jamie and Claire Fraser. But off-screen, the question never faded. Was there something more? A luxury hotel in central London was overflowing with reporters. Flashbulbs burst like fireworks, the air heavy with tension. Then the doors opened. Sam appeared, dark blue suit, steady gaze, every movement deliberate. He stepped to the podium, hand gripping the microphone. A faint smile flickered across his lips before his voice filled the room. First, thank you for coming. I know you're not here to hear about a new project, but about this. Silence fell. For years, Katrina and I have told a beautiful love story on screen, he continued. But in real life, the rumors, the talk that we're secretly in love, are completely untrue. The clicks of cameras thundered through the room. Sam raised a hand to quiet them. Katrina is one of the most extraordinary women I've ever known, a colleague, a dear friend, someone I deeply respect. But she's also a wife, a mother, and I would never do anything to harm her life. I want to make that clear today. I have never, and will never, cross that line. The words hit like glass shattering. Within minutes, #Sam Heughan statement trended worldwide. Fans were divided. Half sighed in relief, finally, the truth. The other half mourned, we believed in their love. Some insisted he was protecting her. Others accused him of lying. Then, from Dublin, Katrina posted a message on Instagram. Thank you, Sam, for your honesty and your kindness. We've always been a team. Millions of likes, thousands of comments. The world held its breath. Before leaving the podium, Sam turned once more to the cameras. His voice dropped to a whisper. Let us always be what we are, friends. He bowed slightly, then walked off stage. Behind him, the media storm began. Hours later, Sam sat alone in his London apartment, the city lights glinting through the rain-streaked windows. A half-finished glass of whiskey in his hand. The phone buzzed. Unknown number. You said it well. But do you really think it's over? His brow furrowed. Sam, who is this? No reply, only silence. In Dublin, Katrina stared at her TV screen, at Sam saying, I have never and will never. Her husband Richard placed a hand on her shoulder. You okay? She smiled faintly, just tired of the noise. But her eyes told another story, one of quiet turmoil. Was he protecting her, or finally letting go? Her phone vibrated. Anonymous message, he's lying. And you know it. By morning, every tabloid screamed headlines. Sam Heughan denies love for Katrina, but fans aren't convinced. Clips of Sam's speech spread across the internet. People dissected every look, every pause. Look at his eyes. He's not telling the truth. The hashtags #We Don't Believe You Sam and #ProtectKatrina soared to the top of global trends. Fan groups formed overnight, digging through old behind-the-scenes clips, desperate for answers. Back in London, midnight arrived. Sam refilled his glass. The phone rang again, a woman's voice, low and calm. Do you think people will believe you, Sam? Who is this? He demanded. Someone who knows everything. And maybe, it's time the world knows too. The line went dead. A new email appeared on his laptop, no subject, no sender. He clicked. This is the truth. A photo loaded slowly, him and Katrina, years ago, sitting together on a Scottish cliff, the wind in her hair, his gaze tender. His breath caught. Another message followed. If you don't tell the truth, I will. London's night grew eerily still. The rain whispered against the glass. Sam stared at the photo, memories he thought he'd buried rising like ghosts. Was what he said earlier true? Or just what the world needed to hear? Another message. Meet me tomorrow morning. St. James's Park. Bench 12. No name, no number. The next morning, London lay under grey clouds. Sam, in a dark coat and wool cap, walked through St. James's Park. At bench 12, a woman waited. She stood as he approached, brown hair, sharp eyes, familiar voice. It's been a while, Sam. Who are you? Clara. I worked on Outlander, Season 3. He remembered, the production assistant who vanished without a trace. She handed him a small USB. It's not just a photo. There's a video. If it goes public, everything collapses. Sam's jaw tightened. What do you want? Not revenge, she said softly. Justice. For the ones forgotten. That night, he watched the video. The footage was grainy, a cabin in the Highlands. Katrina laughing softly as he reached to touch her hand. Her voice echoed, if the world knew, everything would change. His reply was barely a whisper, then let's leave it here, in the wind, in the mist, where only we know. The screen faded to black. Then came another text. You can choose, tell the truth, or the past will speak for you. By 6 a.m., the world will know. Sam checked his watch. 9 hours left. He stood at the window, staring out at the restless city. The glass rattled in the wind, as if even London could sense the storm about to break. In Dublin, Katrina sat before a candle, an old photo between her hands, the two of them smiling on set, untouched by fame or fear. On the table lay an unsent letter. If one day you have to tell the truth, I won't blame you. Some things don't need to be said. They simply exist. Her phone buzzed. A breaking headline. Source claims proof of secret relationship between Heughan and Balfe. She closed her eyes. The storm had returned. At dawn, Sam slipped out of his apartment. The USB still in his pocket. He could destroy it, or let the truth breathe. Rain began to fall again, gentle and endless. The sky turned pale. Inside, the clock struck 5:59. The USB lay beside the glass of whiskey. He looked out the window, phone in hand, finger hovering over Katrina's name. One call, and everything would change. He smiled faintly, the same haunted smile Jamie Fraser once wore under the Scottish fog. Some things don't need to be spoken, he thought. They only need to be understood. He closed his laptop, slipped the USB into his pocket, and walked out into the morning light. The door clicked shut behind him. In Dublin, Katrina's phone buzzed. A single message. No sender. 4 words. It's safe now. She looked out the window. The Irish sky shimmered with silver clouds. A small, knowing smile curved her lips. Somewhere, in an anonymous inbox, new words appeared. The story isn't over. The screen went dark. Outside, the wind whispered through the trees, like a voice from the past. Let us be what we've always been. Friends.